I apologize for that. Look at me! A full clean shave. Full clean shave. Right there for you guys. Yeah, nice. That's much better. But I'm not here to talk about my dash in face. I'm here to talk about Monday Night Raw, and my thumbnail choice might not make you fans happy, but it was the best that I got. So you're just gonna have to deal with my choice of thumbnail. Monday Night Raw has once again proven to me why it is such a terrible, terrible show. Now, I know some of you might say, oh, but the Gauntlet match was good, Patrick. The Gauntlet match was good. Yeah, that was probably the only thing that kept me interested in Monday Night Raw. So we only had 4 things happen tonight. Well, 5 things. Woken, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt had a little segment. They're setting themselves up for the Elimination Chamber. So they're setting themselves up for an Elimination Chamber event. Match at the event. That's basically what they did. Then we had... Well, the first match we had was the Gauntlet match. I don't know the exact order on who beat who here. All it says, all it tells me is the person that won the Gauntlet match, who ended up being Braun Strowman. It looked like it came down to him and The Miz, according to the photos I see. So it looks like it came down to Braun Strowman and The Miz. Braun Strowman got the win. All I know is that Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns. That's all I know. All I know is that Seth Rollins actually beat Roman Reigns. Surprisingly. Well, actually, it makes sense, because if Roman Reigns won this entire Gauntlet match, then he wouldn't win at the Elimination Chamber. So that's kind of understandable. I can see why they did that. Then we had we had a tag team match. We had Titus. We had Titus Worldwide have a match with the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. Now, there is one thing. There is one thing that I noticed about this match. Not only that Cesaro and Sheamus are losing to the Bar all the time, is that WWE is no longer calling Apollo Crews. They've taken Crews out of his name. So he's now just known as Apollo. So his theme song makes no sense anymore. Cruise Control. Everybody likes to complain about how WWE used to take out names. You know, they take Adrian out of Neville. They've taken Luke out of Harper. They've taken Rowan out of Eric. They've taken Eric out of Eric Rowan. And among other names, they took Samson out of Elias. And now they're taking Crews out of Apollo Crews. Unbelievable, man. Why? If they had a problem with... If they had a problem with Apollo Crews' name as Apollo Crews, they should have changed it from the moment he stepped in. They should have just said, right, we're just gonna be calling you Apollo, or we'll just give you a completely new name. But no, they take out Crews. But no, it takes them until 2018 to take Crews out of his name and put the word Apollo. That makes no sense. That makes 0 sense. So Titus Worldwide got the win. It looks like we could be getting the Bar versus Titus Worldwide at the Elimination Chamber. You know, I'm not really going to complain about it. And here's another thing I really want to get out. I hate the fact that the things that I hate is the fact that people have been saying they've been wanting Titus Worldwide as a tag team ever since Titus Worldwide became a thing. Ever since Titus Worldwide became a thing and Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, you know, they were doing their little stints together, people were just saying, make these two a tag team, and these guys have won 3 times as a tag team. And now everybody's complaining that Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil don't deserve a title opportunity. Are you guys... Oh my god, these people are just so freaking hypocritical. You people are so freaking hypocritical. You just can't make up your mind. You can't make up your mind on what you want anymore. You got these two as a tag team, and now you're complaining that they're now getting title opportunities. Isn't that what they're meant to do? Isn't that what these people are meant to do? Get title opportunities? And yes, I know Monday Night Raw's tag team division is really lacking. I understand that. They barely have any tag teams. All they have is the Bar, Heath Slater and Rhino, who are pretty much jobbers. The Balor Club, Gallows and Anderson, and the Revival. They've only got like 4 teams. I understand they've only got 4 teams. Plus Titus Worldwide, that's 5. I understand they've got less teams. I know they've got a small amount of teams. But I just hate the fact that you have been wanting. This is what you've been wanting. You want Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews as a tag team. And now I'm hearing people complaining about them being a team. Or not about them being a team. About the fact that they are getting title opportunities. You people just can't make up your mind. Seriously, you people just can't make up your mind. You goddamn people just can't make up your mind on what you want anymore. I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of it. Now, I'm going to be talking about possibly one of the worst segments of the night. Now, I'm not saying worst as in the fact because of who's in it. I'm more going to explain why I believe it was one of the worst segments. We had Asuka come out, do her little dance, you know, comes out, does her little dance, and then she cuts a promo on Nia Jax. Now, if you people, I know I've been hard on Asuka, and I'll tell you what, I will be calm on this, but I'm going to give you a good quick, this is one of the kind of biggest reasons why I don't like Asuka too much, is the fact that she screams. She's like yelling through the microphone. I don't know if people understand it. I don't know if people think that's okay, if it's a good thing, but I don't think someone like Asuka should be shouting through the microphone. Nobody's ready for Asuka! I'm going to destroy Nia Jax at the Elimination Chamber! I'm gonna go to WrestleMania! I don't think she should be screaming through the microphone. Honestly, when I hear her talk I feel like that's what she's doing. She's just screaming through the microphone just to try and sound intimidating. Just to try and look like she's dominant. Look, I understand. I understand why people... Actually, I don't. Actually, no. I take that back. I still don't understand why people like Asuka. And I don't understand why people like Asuka. All I get people saying is, oh, we just like Asuka. Yeah, why? Why do you like Asuka? Is she attractive? Which she's not. Is she a good wrestler? Which she's not. And is she really believable to be someone as dominant? Which again, I don't think she is. But I understand why WWE are pushing her, and it's... But the thing that I hate is that it's been going on since NXT. You know, NXT, and I'm guessing in this week's episode of NXT, Kairi Sane made her comeback, and I've heard a rumor going around that Kairi Sane's undefeated streak in NXT has already ended. Yeah, it's funny how Kairi Sane loses her streak much more faster than Asuka did. I don't understand this, but anyway, let me get on to the nitty-gritty of the segment and why I think it was one of the baddest segments of the night. Is the fact that how Nia Jax, you know, made her presence known to try and attack Asuka. And this is what made me go, are you kidding me? Basically what they did is that Asuka was talking. And Renee Young was like to get ready to attack Asuka. Or Renee Young was like oh, look out, Asuka, Nia Jax is behind you. You know, Renee Young, like, runs away, then Asuka, like, turns her head slightly, and then she sees Nia Jax behind her. Look, I mean, like, what Nia Jax, I mean, like, I freaking hated that. Nia Jax should have bulldozed this bitch. She should have just bulldozed her. Just run into the bloody bitch. Don't just stand there and scream at her. Don't stand there and scream at her and just let her know you're there. Just bulldoze into her. Like a freaking boulder, just like a boulder in Crash Bandicoot. You know, just bowl them over. Like a bowling pin. I guess that was a better term. Just be a bowling ball. Nia Jax should have just been a bowling ball and just bowled right over Asuka and got herself a strike. Seriously. I really did not like that at all. Asuka then got a few attacks in, but this is where I gave up on this segment. Is that Asuka goes to the top rope. And Asuka is supposed to be this incredible beast. You know, she's supposed to be a beast. She's supposed to destroy people, right? People always talk about how great she is. All it takes is that Asuka barely took any damage. She didn't take any damage from the assault of Nia. She goes on the top rope, right? Then Nia Jax just grabs her legs, sits her up for the Samoan drop, and Asuka is struggling to escape. She's struggling to escape the Samoan drop. Are you serious? Why should I take Asuka seriously? Why should I take Asuka seriously if she's supposed to be this dominant alpha male, but then she can't escape a Samoan drop position? She can't, you know, try and shake herself off. She couldn't try to shake herself off. She just let Nia Jax do it to her. This is why Asuka shouldn't be undefeated. This is why Asuka should not be undefeated anymore. I am so tired of people wanting her undefeated. I'm so sick of it. She needs to lose. And I know for a fact she's not going to lose at Elimination Chamber. So don't think to me that, oh, well, you know she's not going to lose at the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, I know that. But if you're trying to build Asuka up, like, well, obviously they've been doing that, Patrick, seriously. But the thing I really don't understand is that people always talk about how good Asuka is. But then when Nia Jax, in this segment, couldn't lay a hand on Asuka And all she had to do was wait for Asuka to get to the top rope, and then, you know, get her into a position to slam her into a Samoan drop. And then what is with her freaking finishing move? Her finishing move is a bloody leg drop. She's not bloody Hulk Hogan. Nia Jax is not Hulk Hogan. What I would have Nia Jax get, if I was WWE, if I was in this position, I would get rid of that leg drop. That leg drop is not impactful. The leg drop is not impactful. It's a shit finishing move. I would replace Nia Jax's leg drop for a triangle choke. Now, not the triangle choke that we all know. You know that one that Braun Strowman did, where he'll grab them by the neck and, you know, choke them out, you know, have them in a weird position and choke them out. That's what I'd have Nia Jax's finishing move. That would be the finishing move I would give to Nia Jax. Nia Jax is one of those people that can have an excruciating submission hold that would be so difficult to break out of. It would be great to see Nia Jax do that move and just torture Asuka and make her pass out into submission. That would be good. But obviously that's not what we got. We just got Nia Jax and Asuka in a useless segment, and Asuka screaming her head off while she's trying to talk. I don't understand it. I really didn't understand this segment. It really didn't excite me at all. It really didn't excite me at all. And obviously we all know who's going to win at the Chamber. Also, there's actually one more thing I want to bring up before I move on to the next segment. By the way, like I said about the segment, is that I really didn't like how, you know, Nia Jax, you know, beat up on Asuka. The one thing that I do not mind, and this is, and you know, I was saying that Asuka shouldn't be getting beat up like that. I do like the fact that they're trying to get Asuka to at least try to look vulnerable. I understand they're trying to make her look vulnerable, but they didn't do it the right way. If you wanted Asuka to look vulnerable, I would seriously have Nia Jax just destroy Asuka, and then, you know, and grab the steel steps. You know what I'll do? You remember that little leg injury that Nia Jax had? I would have Nia Jax do the exact same thing to Asuka, but in a different fashion. You know, like she would sit Asuka's leg on the bottom on the steps, the bottom step, and she would have the other steps in her hand, and I would have Nia Jax slam those steps into Asuka's leg, just to make Asuka look vulnerable. That would be an awesome way to make Asuka look vulnerable. Asuka needs to look vulnerable. And what they did to her was pathetic. What they did with Asuka to make her look vulnerable was pathetic. I think a steel step shot to the leg would have been a much more better image than just a Samoan drop and then multiple leg drops. That would have been what I just said to you before. Nia Jax just breaking Asuka's leg. That would be better. And you'd see Asuka hobbling at the Elimination Chamber. That would be better. That would be better for Asuka. And the last segment was Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Bayley versus Bliss and Absolution. This match was only put together because of the Elimination Chamber, and obviously WWE thinks we're completely stupid. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, don't go ahead and complain. Look, I know at the end of the match, we saw what happened at the end of the match. That is not what I'm complaining about. What I'm complaining about is the inconsistency with this storyline. Is that Sasha Banks has lost for 3 straight weeks. She's been losing for a few times. She's lost a couple of times. And I don't mind seeing Sasha look vulnerable. I don't mind seeing Sasha Banks lose every now and then. But the problem I have is is that if you have her, is that if you give her so many wins, I'd get tired of it, and then when she loses, when she'll lose a match, she'll start winning another 10 more matches. No, I want Sasha Banks to look miserable. People have been wanting Sasha Banks to turn heel, and how is this going to turn Sasha Banks heel if she's tapping out the champion? I would have had Bayley tag herself in and steal the pinfall win from Sasha. And Sasha would get upset. So it looks like Sasha Banks and Bayley are still friends. Even though Bayley should be angry at Sasha Banks for tossing her ass over the top rope. Now I know the end. Now I know at the end, Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks did unite against Absolution, but this match just really made no sense. This match didn't make sense. This 6 women's tag made no sense. It didn't. It really didn't. And I don't understand why this should have happened. I really don't understand it. So anyway, guys, that is your Monday Night Raw review. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. And I'll be seeing you guys for my SmackDown Live review. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below on what you thought of Monday Night Raw. And also make sure that you hit the bell so you'll be notified. Make sure you hit the bell so that you'll be notified when I post up my next video. So this has been Patrick Valentine, and I will see you guys in my next video. And the reason why I didn't talk much about the Gauntlet match is because I didn't really watch the Gauntlet match, but I heard it was a really, really good match. Too sweet out, guys. Too sweet out.